Imagine drifting closer to the Sun, past the orbit of Mercury, into a region where light feels heavier, where the sky doesn't fade into darkness, but burns. And then you see it, a bright star in the sky, shining even in daylight, so radiant, so beautiful. It was named after a goddess, Venus. From a distance, it looks like Earth, almost the same size, almost the same gravity, a twin. But this is not a twin. This is a warning. You can't see the surface of Venus, not with your eyes, not even with most telescopes, because Venus hides itself. A thick atmosphere wraps around the planet like a veil, dense clouds made of sulfuric acid, endless, opaque, impenetrable, for centuries. We didn't know what was beneath. Some imagined oceans, some imagined jungles, a world full of life. But Venus was never alive. It was always waiting. As you approach, the light begins to change. The bright glow fades into a dull yellow. The clouds grow thicker, heavier. You enter the atmosphere. At first, it doesn't feel deadly, just dense. But then, the air itself turns against you. Sulfuric acid droplets drift around you, not falling like rain, but suspended in the air, burning, corrosive. Your vision fades into a thick orange haze. There is no horizon, no sky, only clouds that stretch forever. The deeper you go, the heavier it becomes. Pressure builds, slowly at first, then faster, then relentlessly. On Earth, pressure increases as you dive underwater. But this isn't water. This is atmosphere, behaving like an ocean. By the time you reach the surface, the pressure is over 90 times that of Earth, like being crushed beneath a kilometer of ocean. Your body wouldn't survive. Your bones wouldn't hold. Even machines struggle here. Because Venus doesn't just kill you, it compresses you. And then, the heat. It's not just hot, it's constant, unrelenting. The surface temperature of Venus reaches over 460 degrees Celsius. Hot enough to melt lead, hot enough to destroy anything built by human hands. But the most terrifying part, it doesn't matter where you go, day or night, pole or equator. The temperature never changes, because Venus is trapped in a runaway greenhouse effect. Heat enters, but it never escapes. The planet has become a prison for its own energy. On Earth, the sky gives life. On Venus, the sky takes it away. The atmosphere is mostly carbon dioxide, thick, toxic, unbreathable. And above you, clouds of acid. Below you, burning ground. There is no safe layer, no calm zone, no escape. Even the wind behaves strangely. At the surface, it moves slowly. But high above, the atmosphere spins faster than the planet itself, a phenomenon called superrotation. The sky is moving faster than the world beneath it, as if Venus itself has lost control. Humans have tried to reach Venus, to touch it, to understand it. The Soviet Venera missions were the first to land. They survived, briefly. Minutes, sometimes less than an hour. Then silence. Electronics failed, systems collapsed, the heat and pressure were too much. Even today, we cannot build machines that last long on Venus, because Venus does not allow visitors, only victims. And here's what makes Venus truly terrifying. It wasn't always like this. Scientists believe that billions of years ago, Venus may have had oceans, water, possibly even conditions suitable for life. It could have been another Earth, but something changed, a slow, unstoppable chain reaction. The greenhouse effect intensified, oceans evaporated, water vapor trapped more heat caused more evaporation, until the process became irreversible. Venus didn't just become hostile, it transformed, completely. Venus is not just a planet, it's a warning, a glimpse into what happens when a world loses balance. When heat cannot escape, when atmosphere becomes a trap. Some scientists believe that if conditions on Earth change drastically, a similar fate could occur. Not today, not tomorrow, but someday. Venus shows us the end of that path. There are no oceans here, no life, no movement beyond wind and heat. Just endless stillness, a planet frozen in time, yet burning endlessly. If you stood on its surface, you wouldn't hear birds, or water, or anything alive. Only the faint movement of dense air, and the slow collapse of whatever brought you there. From Earth, Venus is beautiful, the brightest object in the night sky after the moon. A symbol of love, of light, of something pure, but now you know the truth. Venus is not a goddess, it's not a twin, it's not a second Earth. It's a world where the sky burns, the ground melts, and the air itself kills you. A planet that took everything it once had and turned it into a prison of heat and pressure. And when you look up and see that bright star shining in the sky, remember this: you're not looking at something peaceful. You're looking at a world that lost control and never recovered. And there is something even darker hidden in the story of Venus. Venus did not begin as a monster, it became one. That means everything we see there now, the burning plains, the poisoned sky, the crushing atmosphere, was built over time, slowly, patiently. A world does not become hell in a single moment. It happens degree by degree, layer by layer, year after year, until one day there is no way back. That is what scientists call a runaway greenhouse effect. But those words sound too gentle for what they describe, because what really happened was this. A planet lost the ability to cool itself. Its oceans vanished into the sky. Its sky became a trap. Its heat became permanent. And once the process began, Venus could only move in one direction. Forward, deeper into catastrophe. There is no rain there to cleanse the air, no oceans to carry away heat, no forests, no seasons, no balance. Only an atmosphere so thick that sunlight struggles to reach the ground, while heat cannot leave. Imagine standing on a world where dawn means nothing, where night offers no relief, where every hour feels exactly the same. Because suffering here does not arrive in waves, it is constant, unbroken, endless. And then there is the silence. No birds, no insects, no movement of water, no signs that life was ever welcome. Only the slow whisper of dense winds dragging across scorched rock. Only the groan of a planet buried beneath its own sky. Even the mountains of Venus look ancient and exhausted. Volcanoes stretch across its surface. Some may still be active. Some may still be reshaping the land even now. If true, then Venus is not dead. It is still changing, still restless, still alive in the most hostile way possible. And perhaps the most chilling truth of all is this: Venus is close, very close. It hangs beside Earth in the sky like a mirror, a bright reminder that two planets can begin similarly and end completely differently. One became oceans, forests, and life. The other became fire, acid, and pressure. One became home. The other became a warning. So when you look at Venus through a telescope, you are not seeing a beautiful star. You are seeing the remains of possibility. A world that may once have had everything and lost it all. A planet that teaches the universe does not need violence to destroy a world. Sometimes all it takes is heat that cannot escape. If this changed how you see Venus, subscribe, because the universe doesn't hide its dangers, it just makes them look beautiful from far away.